Hello, lovely listeners, and welcome to the Talented Darlings podcast. I'm Talia.
And I'm Dahlia.
And we are best friends who love to yap with each other. So, yay! First video podcast. So,
I was about to say, when you said 3, 2, 1, I was going to be like, I know,
you see, somehow, yeah. Right away, the chaos has begun. Okay, so I guess everyone's new here because this is the first ever podcast video we're doing, possibly, if we don't decide to record another one. So a little rundown of what we plan on doing with this podcast. So we are mega nerds.
Love to yap.
We love to yap. So we decided, might as well try monetizing, that yappage to see if we could, I don't know, find our fellow crazies, find our fellow geeks, and just make an excuse really to talk to each other more often, because adulthood is scary.
I know, I barely get to see you because work and school's a bitch.
I know, yeah. So we're just gonna go down some random, little questions, because again, intro video, and then we get to really explain what this podcast is about. So, who we are. So, who are you, Miss Dahlia?
Damn it, I blinked.
You what? You blinked?
I blinked.
The brain is not braining?
The brain's not, I was like, who am I?
Who are you?
I am. But what's the name? What's that name where it's like, I
am inedible?
What's it called? I'm the one who feeds.
I am the one who knocks.
I am the one who knocks.
That's Breaking Bad. Okay, we're tangent. Dahlia, who are you? Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm Talia. I am a university student studying education. I love anime. I love reading. I'm a huge fantasy book nerd. And I like purple, I guess. Right now I'm hoping to work towards my education degree and to hopefully work as a full-time educator sooner or later, but along the way, I just want to explore the world, travel, do all that jazz, and yeah. All right, Dahlia, now I gave you a template. It's your time to shine.
My time to shine with a template. All right. I am an interior designer student, and I would love design. And it's very funny considering everyone's like, I save lives, and I'm like, I make pretty house.
You make pretty house, yes.
I make a pretty house. Everyone is like, it's like, I teach children, I save lives,
hey.
I make pretty house.
You're very important. You're a very important person. It's like saying art is not an important job. It's a very important job.
It's a very important job.
Yes.
That's what I like. I really like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Girl, alright.
It is very
Alright, well, you went through a couple of, degree changes? You were in the science field first?
Yeah, science is a bitch.
Yeah. We need a swear jar for you every time you swear.
And listen, swearing is part of the English language. If we don't swear, we don't advance as a society.
Alright.
Because technically, swearing, it's like a form of communication. Like, what if, you want to express something, but you don't know how? You just say fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like Miranda Cosgrove. It's like, I swear a lot. It's like, oh, what's your favorite word? Probably fuck.
Yeah. Okay, just going back to your who you are, you talked about being an interior designer. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink.
That's it, just pink.
Just pink.
Pink. P-I-N-K. I said it right. I spelled it right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. Well, yeah, that's basically who we are.
I lost it.
Yeah, you lost it.
I lost the plot.
Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, we've been friends for, oh god, how long has it been? Almost 7 years now?
7 years.
7 years. So we had a bit of an experience. We met at a day camp, and
Yeah, that place was
Hell yeah, very much hell. So we gotta be careful what we sing. We don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, we had kind of a trauma bonding experience. I was there for 2 years, and you were there for how long? You were there long before I was.
I was way longer. I was like at camp since I think 2016. Yeah.
Since 2016. I showed up in what? God. No, I showed up in 2017, 2018. I was there, but you were there since 2016, 2015.
Yeah, I just took a year off in 2017 because of my surgery.
Yes. So I got recommended from a mutual friend we had back in high school. And then I showed up, and then she made fun of me for saying light white, and then we became friends. So there you go.
Hey, listen, light white is. Oh man, I should have made that your contact name.
No. You joked about making that my contact name when I first gave you my number.
Yeah. I mean, I have to make that your contact.
Don't you dare! Don't. It's been 7 years. The meme has died. Anyway, for context, we'll never die. For context of that, since we're on that tangent. So basically, what was it? We were talking about Arcana, which was a popular kind of
the game
visual novel kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a visual novel now it's, I don't know what's happened to it. It's kind of lost in the sauce. But anyway, we were talking about
lost in the sauce. I just don't think it has that much popularity as it did
No, because they found a new partner. I think they're on Dorian now, and I think because of that the app died and had to move. They had to do everything to Dorian, and then people were like, oh, it's so confusing because there's a whole heart system. Anyway, tangent. We were talking about a character from that, a little sidekick character. No, we weren't talking about Muriel, but I know you're obsessed with Muriel. But we were talking about the snake. I forget the name, but I was describing what it looked like, and how I described it was he's a light white. And you and some other person were laughing your ass off because, it's the funniest thing I ever said in my life. Which, by the way, a light white is possible. I don't care what you say. I know people are going to be like, oh, it's a shade, it's not a color. You can have a light shade of white. It's possible. Okay?
White is a light shade.
I don't care. If you put you put 2 different white paints together, there's gonna be one that's darker than the other. Have you ever scratched your wall as a kid and had to paint it white so your parents wouldn't notice, and then it would be very clear that it wasn't the same light, wasn't the same white? I am right. I love this conversation. Anyway.
Excuse me again.
So yeah,
it depends on the Pantone. I'm the interior designer.
Okay.
Pantones.
When you get your degree, you can sue me for, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, these are the antics. Anyway, we met because of that. Well, we didn't meet because of that. We met from our mutual friend, and then we just started yapping with each other. And then I gave you my phone number. We started yapping even more, and then I told you, hey, this was in, oh my God, when did the pilot of Has Been Hotel come out? It was 2016.
No. 2019.
2019.
2019?
Yeah, 2019.
2019? Hold up.
In fact, we're fact checking. Yeah. So the Has Been Hotel pilot came out, and I was looking for people to talk about it because I was a big fan of Vivian Medrano for a long time. And I was like, God, I want someone to yap about this with. So randomly I texted Dahlia, and I'm like, hey, have you heard of this thing called Has Been Hotel? And she's like, oh my God, yes. And I'm like, finally, my fellow brain. And then now we're 7 years in, still talking about both Has Been Hotel amongst other things. The whole point of this podcast is exactly that, is to talk about fandoms and things we like. So the whole structure we kind of want to work with is every podcast episode will be either a specific episode of a show we're watching, or a series we're watching, or a book we've read. It's going to kind of depend on what's popular or just stuff that we're into. Cause we tend to kind of, hyperfixate on, indie yeah, indie animated stuff, like stuff like that. Like, so you'll be seeing like Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boss, and some other, indie stuff like glitch production content, like Digital Circus, and hopefully Gaslight District when that pops off. Oh, and definitely Knights of Guinevere. But yeah, so continuing on with our lovely conversation.
And if you stick around, you'll hear my anti-AI opinion.
And anti-AI, yeah, we'll definitely have a whole thing about AI, and I really want to deep dive into that. As well as just like, you know what I'm seeing more often of is that AI has environmental effects. That's like the argument a lot of people are saying, which is like agreeable. But yeah, that's the stuff we will be talking about. Well, we're just here to have a good time and to yap and to enjoy things. But I think it would be interesting to kind of delve into some of the more toxic areas of fandoms. Cause like, oh my God, if we ever do an episode on My Hero Academia, that fandom is wild. It's wild.
Oh man, I have so many like shit about the My Hero fandom. Like,
yeah.
Think about the people I knew from that fandom. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's crazy. So,
especially shippers.
Huh?
Especially shippers.
Oh yeah, the ships in that show is no, it's another level. But yeah, so
it's another.
Yeah. What do you wish for our podcast, Dahlia? What do you wish for?
I wish upon fun times, fun laughter, fun vibes. On everything. Connection. I feel connected. Oh, we're definitely doing a Barbie episode.
Right with me all the time. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to starting this podcast. I just hope we don't end up being that like pretentious, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, if you're a podcaster, you're a bad person, stuff like that. Like literally, what did we watch recently where it was like, you came over and we were watching Smosh Reddit reads?
Yeah, we were watching Smosh. I remember we were watching Smosh and they were like reading through Reddit. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole, that one?
Yeah.
And yeah, they were talking about Am I the asshole? But like, I didn't think they were pretentious, to be honest.
A lot of the times nowadays when podcasts pop up, it's because it's two people who are like, oh, we shared this really traumatic experience. Let's talk about it. And then I'm like, okay, yes, but also it's not an appropriate way to kind of go through your feelings, because that makes you seem like you're trying to monetize your...
Yeah, exactly. I think like I get that where it's like...
Okay. But yeah, we're just here for good times. We're here for yapping and for like, yeah.
Yappington University. We're both graduates of Yappington University.
Yappington University, yes.
When I was a lad, I ate 10,000 eggs every morning.
And this one's singing Gaston. Well, yeah, Disney too will have something to talk about.
I have so much to say about Disney. I'm so freaking mad in the direction they've gone to.
You know what? There's a theory behind that, but I want to kind of save it for when we do a Disney episode, so I won't pop it out now. But I have a theory behind it. Why they're doing all this crappy stuff. It's more than just capitalism. Anyway. So it's the new year. We're recording this, 7th of January? So we're like a week into the new year. You know what? Maybe we should tell more stories of like, as we were growing up together, I guess. Well, not growing up together, but you know what I mean? Like moments we shared together. I think that'd be interesting.
Memories.
Memories. Okay. So, earliest thing you can think of besides Light White.
Introducing us to each other.
That is very blank in my memory, I will say, because I just remember like us sitting together and then we're like, you're cool, all right, bet. Like, do you remember like word for word what we said to each other when we met, or was it like
I have a blank in my memory where it's like
hello fellow human being, you like nerdy stuff? Cool, me too, let's like hang out.
Accents are offensive my ass.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God. The whole experience at that camp was like, there were, okay, my first time, the first year that I was there was great.
What's up?
The first year that I was there was great. Sorry for cutting off. But the first year where I was there was amazing. It was the second year that I went and I stayed the extra 2 weeks where I'm like, I kid you not, I stay, okay, because how the camp worked was you can sign up for multiple weeks to be what was it, CIT, or counselor in training. So I initially wanted to only stay for a week, because that's what I did last year. But I really enjoyed it. I wanted to stay for the extra 2 weeks. So we made a deal with the counselors, and I got to stay for an extra 2 weeks. But during those 2 weeks, I don't know what happened, but my anxiety and my, like, everything spiked up to the point where I talked to the counselors and they convinced me to tell my parents that I had anxiety issues, and I ended up having to go to therapy.
I remember that. Like, I remember you were in I looked behind me and you seemed like stressed, and I was like, hey, everything okay? And then we talked about it. And yeah, it was like a whole thing, and you said you talked to them.
Yeah. I think it was like, oh my god, I don't remember how old I was in 2019.
We're both the same age, so like I think like 2019 we would both be
You're
like
a couple months older than me though. Maybe
we
16,
were both
17.
15. Like,
yeah.
It was camp, so we were both 15.
Yes. So, God, it was just like so much emotions going on there, on top of like, you know what, that we will not be discussing here because it's not something I think we need to publish. But yeah, anyway, I think I had like a bit of identity syndrome where it was like, I saw other people were doing better than me and I felt insecure in like my abilities. Cause like, anyway, I ended up having to go to therapy. I went to therapy for a couple of months after that. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. And then I stopped going to therapy. And then anyway, yeah, camp was another level. What else? Oh yeah, there was a lot of counselors there who were just plain rude. Like, oh my god, we have to talk about the cookie thing. Can we like talk about the cookie thing?
Yeah, no, I think the counselors were super like. It just felt like they kind of used like before we talk about the cookie thing. I remember they would be like, they would kind of they would do nothing and then make the CITs do all their dirty work. You know?
Oh yeah.
If that makes sense. And then like. I remember when we had the CIT dance thing, and I was sitting on the floor because I was in so much pain in my back, and then she yelled at me to like get up and dance.
Was this the Footloose one?
Which one?
Footloose?
Wait, what?
No, Footloose. Footloose.
Yeah, the Footloose one, and I was in so much pain. It was not Footloose. That was like the year before.
Yeah.
It was the.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That one.
You were in a lot of pain. Yeah. Well, M had a lot of she had a lot of problems. I don't know. She always put it out on us.
Yeah, exactly. She was just mean.
But yeah, okay, so cookie situation. So I was with a group and I worked with Dahlia's sister, who's a bit older than her. And we had an activity where we made cookies. And cause the kids had another activity, me and another CIT were in the kitchen kind of like making sure the cookies didn't burn. So we were there and the cookies were done, so we let them out to cool. And we had made enough for the kids and a little bit extra. So then we had like counselors and CITs coming in being like, cookies, we want some. And we're like, at first we were like, okay guys, yeah, sure, you can have one. But then as more and more people came in, we're like, okay, we need to cut them off. We can't let them have the cookies because we're not going to have enough for the kids. So we're like, okay guys, listen, we need to save these for the kids. If there's some left, please come to our room. We'll give it to you. And then we said that, but then we would have people kind of like stealing them, like trying to be funny, but we're like, guys, you guys need to stop. And then M, who is another counselor, who should know better, comes under my arm and grabs one and runs out the room. So then I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So then we go into the room and we have these cookies, and I don't know if I told, your sister, I don't know if I told anyone, but I feel like, I don't remember specifically, but we didn't have enough cookies for the kids. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I think I had to give up my cookie. Like the CITs and the counselors had to give up the cookies that they saved for themselves. And we had to cut some cookies apart so like the kids could at least taste it. And I felt so guilty and so horrible because I was like, this was my one job and I didn't do it right. So I don't know how it got to the other counselor leaders, but it ended up coming up in the meeting. And they're like, you guys should know better. Like, this was really unprofessional. Like, you made this person really upset. And Like, I think people came to my defense because I felt so guilty. And then the CITs were asked to leave the room because the counselors were going to talk to the other counselors, because I don't know if they were going to ring them a new one. I leave the room and M is giving everyone a look like she's not guilty, Annie, because like she's not guilty. And I'm like, you're just as guilty as they are. Don't give them a look. You're not allowed. Like, okay, whatever. But yeah, anyway, I was like, oh my God. And then from then on, we were like policed into like not giving anyone anything unless it was like extra. Like we had to ask permission if we wanted something, if there was leftover.
I think you were just doing the best you could in a situation like that. That's the best way I can like say it.
Yeah, no, it was very stressful environment for real.
Exactly, especially because it was like your first year, no?
No, it was my second.
Yeah, but like you're still learning at the end of the day, and you're a CIT. You're not. It's like you just did the best you could in a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can like put it.
Yeah, and I don't know what. I think you only learned from that situation from what I've said and what was said at the meeting. I don't know if you remember anything else from it. Like, I don't know. It's
not really. Like, I don't think I was there when that happened.
Yeah. Oh, remember when flippin', I don't want to say her name. Hold on. Remember when one of our friends kind of ran away and I told you about it while we were at the game night?
Told me. Yeah.
Yeah, so you remember when one of our friends kind of ran away and I texted you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, so we were at a game night, and this was before game night actually. So I had this close friend who's the same one who introduced us. She wasn't answering calls, she wasn't answering texts, and she told me beforehand that like, okay, yeah, she's having trouble at home. She has this new boyfriend that her parents don't really approve of, yada, yada, yada. And then randomly, one of our mutual friends is like, yo, have you heard from this person? And I'm like, no. And they're like, we haven't heard from her. We think she ran away. And I'm like, excuse me, what? So then I'm texting her boyfriend, I'm texting everyone. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I text you I texted like everyone who knew her just to keep an eye out. She had to text someone. She couldn't have been radio silence for everyone. So then I'm like trying not to panic. I'm like, okay, let me go to this game night and let me figure out what's happening. Let me just enjoy the night and then we'll see from there. So then we're there and then we're like talking to each other about like, oh my God, what's going to happen? This and this and that. So then what was it? Like 2 days after I get a text from her and she's like, yeah, I'm back home. And I'm like, oh my God, where the hell were you? And she's like, oh, I ran away for a day and then I went back home because my parents were this, and that. And I'm like, oh my God, you put so much stress on me. Because apparently she was trying to come to my house because we didn't live far back in the day. We didn't live that far from each other back in the day, but then she changed her mind because it was too far. So she called her boyfriend and they apparently stayed at his house for the night.
Right.
Yeah. Wild.
I think I remember how that happened, and I think was that the game night when that happened?
Was it the night of? I don't know, because I was really stressed. I remember we were playing Cards Against Humanities, and I'm like having that in the back of my mind while we were playing.
Yeah, we were playing Cards Against Humanities. I remember, I remember you texted me about it.
No, I remember you coming up to me and hugging me and being like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, have you heard anything? Like, we were trying to comfort each other while this whole thing was happening.
Exactly.
What? I love the irony of she was our friend and then we ended up not talking to her after. Because I knew her up until high school, but then she went to the college right next to mine, the French one.
Yeah.
She went to a college really close to mine and we randomly saw each other and she scared the crap out of me. I'm like, oh my God, what the heck? And then after that, I never saw her again. I like her posts on Instagram once in a while, but we haven't talked to each other in forever. But yeah, she introduced us and our friendship stayed stronger than ours with hers. But, you know, there was a lot of drama coming out of high school and you kind of want to make a new identity for yourself. So other things we remember from our growing up together as friends. We kind of went through each other's like, what is it? Depressing stage. We were each other's crutches for a long time. We still are, honestly.
We still are, but we're like, you know,
we're more mature. We're more mature with each other. Also, I don't think you
Much
can
more.
do your accents because your mic is cutting off halfway. So maybe stop with the accent. Yeah.
Oh, shame.
Shite.
Oh, shame.
Anyway. But yeah, what else? You had what is it? You had a phase where you're like, I am a shark. My pronouns are nom nom and chomp chomp or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's, listen, I love sharks. Sharks are my favorite animals. Sharks get a bad enough press as in, because sharks, they're like, see, sharks are gonna eat me. But no, sharks are just blind and they take bites out of you, not because they want to eat you, but because they're trying to, like, test. It's like play bites. It's like when cats bite you. Well, sharks, they're just blind.
Tell me your neurodivergent without telling me your neurodivergent. They way.
No.
No.
I have like, so many shark stickers.
Of course you do. You have a shark onesie.
I have a shark onesie. I need to get a shark plushie next.
Cannot afford a shark plush.
Is this close to getting tickets to a FNAF rave?
A flap rave? What?
A Five Nights at Freddy's rave.
Oh, FNAF. Okay, I heard flap. Like flapping a wing. Shish.
So anyways, the nearest senior center for your loss of hearing is like a couple of minutes.
What?
You're losing your hearing. I'm telling you, the nearest senior center is like a couple minutes.
Okay, D. It's not my fault your microphone cuts off every 2 seconds.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. It's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. You keep digging.
We saw Hamilton recently. That was fun.
Yeah, we saw Hamilton.
That is also something we bonded over. Like, I feel like that was it was a big full circle moment because we went, for the 10th anniversary. It wasn't like, oh, the main cast, obviously not. It was, they came here, and we live in a country where, like, not a lot of good musicals show up. So we're like, oh my god, we have to go see it. It's like, like 7 years ago, we were like, oh my god, have you heard of this musical? And we're like, oh my, yeah, yes, I've listened to a couple of songs. And then when it came to Disney Plus, I watched it in full properly, and I'm like, oh my god, I can see why everyone is so obsessed with this. So then we're like, when it comes here, we have to go see it. And then I got you tickets for your birthday, and then we went to go see it. It was so great, and I cried like 5 times.
We were like sitting in like when like the ending, like Act 2 came, where like Philip dies. You were crying, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can get through this."
I cried when they sang the opening number. I cried. What was it? When Philip died, I cried. When Quiet Uptown finished, I was tearing up, and then forgiveness. Yeah, I like. Oh my god. And at the ending,
actress, because her voice cracked a lot.
Her voice did crack a lot, but they were all amazing. I love the Aaron Burr actor. Yeah. He was very sassy, and I appreciate that because Aaron Burr is a very sassy man. I do want to say, like, I've expected more claps during the Immigrants We Get the Job Done. Hamilton, yes, amazing, incredible. I would 100% see it again. If Six the Musical comes here, I want to go see it.
Or Beetlejuice. I would love Beetlejuice.
I would love Beetlejuice. It apparently had a run back in 2022. It had a run here, I think, for a little while.
It did?
Yeah.
Did it actually? Hold up. Beetlejuice, musical, Tour. LJ's official Broadway website, right?
Right.
Yeah, I can't see shit. I can't find shit.
I do love that Alex Brightman is in, like, everything now. Like, there's not one indie show you can... He's like Michael Kovac. He's in everything.
Yeah, Michael Kovac is in everything. Like, it's like, Glitch will be like, hey, we're gonna make a new show. Michael Kovac is just, like, races through their house.
I'm already here, dude. Because you know what? Michael has been working with Glitch since the SMG4 days. Like, he was like one of the first voice actors to hop on. And then, speaking of SMG4, he recently finished his channel. Like, he did the final episode.
Yeah, I heard that they finished it. I haven't watched.
Oh my god!
Like,
it was a little underwhelming, the last episode, because I feel like his whole thing was like, since War of the Fat Italians 2025, they did episodes leading up to December 27th. So every
Okay.
character had their own little adventure to kind of like dedicate and like say goodbye. So the last episode was just all about Mario because Mario was like, it was the first thing. The whole thing is based off of Mario. So Mario had his own thing. And then at the end, everyone had like a little goodbye moment. And then the Reddit scroll and you see all the videos and all the animation styles that the channel went through over the years.
Sorry. Credits.
Huh?
Did you say the Reddit scroll?
The credits. Like the who did what. Anyway, the credits roll and you see all the animation styles over the years and all the amazing like War of the Fat Italians and stuff. And then at the end you see a big photo with every character he's ever used in a video on a big birthday cake and they're all saying like thank you for watching.
Love that.
And I was tearing up because I'm like, oh my god, because I was watching him on and off like forever. Like one of my first videos I watched from him was the FNAF video where Mario went to Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm like, God, this is so stupid, but so funny at the same time. Huh?
I think that was because it was Five Nights at Freddy's. I think that was the very first one I watched.
Yeah, for sure. You hyperfixate on the FNAF.
Listen, lore.
Oh, you know what would be a really like funny video, a funny podcast would be like shows and animes that like traumatized us growing up. Because you know specifically what I'm gonna talk about in that episode.
For me, I have like at least a couple recommendations because like I swear I think the amount of things as kids that we watched that like traumatized us, and I was like, I think for me it was like I have like an idea. It was a lot of it was like the Bratz. Like if you ever watched the Bratz episodes,
yes. Oh my god, Bratz.
There were some like movies and like episodes of like the franchise that were like absolutely fucked. That was like, what kind of crap do you have to do to make that for children?
It was the era. I don't know what to tell you. Like it was very hit or miss. Because some shows they did it properly, where it's like, oh, it's adult topics, but explained in a way that kids understand.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not even about the topic; it's the animation. The way they did it was just like they were trying to be silly and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They went a little too. How do I say that? They were a little too quirky with it.
Too quirky.
Too quirky with it. That it scared the shit out of me. That I couldn't sleep at night.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I was about to say like SMG4 is like SMG or like just in general. I feel like I find it so funny how like that was the brain rot we had as kids.
It was good brain rot. I don't know what to tell you.
It was brain nutrition.
Brain nutrition, yes.
Because the thing is, he took the brain rot that was popular and made it into content that was funny. Like, actually funny.
Exactly. Unlike a certain show, it's gonna be toilet.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Like, because I feel like we're going to have a whole episode, and I think it'll be really interesting to have both your perspective and about brain rot, definitely. Like, back in, like, just media and children in general, because, like, with my degree and my education degree and your understanding of the content farms and stuff. Yeah. Well, I think it'll be a very interesting thing to talk about. But, yeah.
I love how you were like, education, my understanding of education in children, and I was like, I built a house.
You built a house. No, but you have knowledge. Because okay, listen, I think our dynamic is like, I'm book smart, and you're, street smart. What, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like me, I could go into textbook about certain topics, but you know things that are like, I learned from experience, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to, I think we're kind of both like that, honestly, but our dynamic, but that's our dynamic.
I'm book smart when it's depending on the topic.
Yes.
Like if you want me to go to the Five Nights at Freddy's lore and why the recent games, why the recent games do not match up to the old, the first couple of games.
Yeah. You know what we'll also do? I think we'll also do like rankings and like hear me outs and stuff. Because I think that'll be fun to talk about. Because I
think that would be like
a Valentine's Day episode. We'll do Hear Me Out.
Exactly. Hear me out. Roz from Monsters.
Girl, what the heck?
Not literally.
Are you sure about that? Because I know the freaky shit you're into.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sure. I'm questioning.
Instead, hear me out.
Press X to doubt. Press X. Now I know you're not lying with that one. Press X to download.
Press X.
Press X to download.
Press X to down.
When we get to the actual episodes that we're gonna record, we're gonna have a very I will have things planned out, and then we'll give it to you to kind of. I'll probably give you an idea in advance of what we want to talk about, so you can kind of write down your ideas and because I know you need to be a little organized with your thoughts, if that makes sense. I'm not poking at you, by the way. I'm just saying,
I know.
The ums and the ums would be nice not to cut out every 5 minutes.
The ums and the ums add content. Well, not content. They add
depth.
They add character.
Add character.
My character. I'm the trash man.
You're the trash man.
One is named Nala because she's a beautiful princess.
Oh yeah.
And one is named Halloumi because he's cheese.
He's cheese. Yes. Dahlia has 2 cats. Nala and Halloumi. I said halloumi like an American. Halloumi.
That's the most. You said it like a white person.
I said it. Halloumi.
I love me so halloumi.
Halloumi. Like a Texan woman. No, it's halloumi. Halloumi because he's a little Lebanese cheese.
I call him different. We call him haloufa or haloupi or haloubi.
Yes.
Or sometimes haboumi because he's a little haboumi.
She's on the path of becoming a cat lady. That's her goal in the future. Make pretty house, own lots of cats.
State of mind.
Sorry?
Being a cat lady is a state of mind.
Cat lady is a state of mind. You're halfway there. I don't help by giving you cat stuff every Christmas. I don't help you with that.
Yeah, no, you don't. It doesn't help. But you know what? Keep feeding into that. Keep enabling me.
All right. Well, I think it's time to wrap up our first ever episode, D. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yay. Okay, so oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this little introduction to our podcast. I'm Talia.
And I'm Dahlia.
And this has been the Talented Darlings podcast. Goodbye.